family members coming in and they don't even know how to use a computer. It's a bad thing. You understand? It's a bad thing. Leadership of the future tells you that we are going to a place such that for us to be able to effectively lead and be at the forefront of affairs in that time or at that time, you must know better than people or at least know what the people they know. Let me break it down better. If you cannot teach, for you to teach something, for you to lead people, it means that you at least know what the end goal is. That's the point of being a leader, right? The point of you being a leader is that you know, maybe not better, but at least you have a little more experience about where you're going. You don't have a lot of experience, but you are able to learn. You want to see the vision of the future. It means that the time is coming and has come. Okay? It is important. It is necessary. It is mandatory. It is expedient. It is it is important, that's the idea, that you are at the helm of affairs when it comes to technological involvement. Yourself, you must put that mindset in you that it's no longer optional for you to have a laptop. I'm using this as the most practical way. The internet is your friend now. The time is coming, and I hope you know that where we are coming from, there used to be a time where television was not existent, like the commissioner told us. Television was not a thing. Now, the phone that you are holding has like, if we're supposed to take out each component of your phone, each of the applications of your phone, each application can fill up your room. What that means is your camera in itself is a whole instrument. You have your map, that's a whole instrument. Your calculator, that's a whole instrument. Maybe something else in your phone. Your calendar, that's a whole instrument. Your music, Spotify, that's a headset. There's an MP3. It used to be an MP3 player, right? All of those things have now come together and they are now on your phone. What that tells me is that a time is coming, and even now, amongst the billionaires, we no longer even need a phone. So a phone is so much of a weight. So I'm not talking about the type of phone. I'm saying even the iPhone 17 Air is outdated. What we now have is chips that are placed in your mind such that everything you need to know. You know now, if you want to know something, everything is within your reach. Just ask ChatGPT. Now imagine that you don't even need to ask ChatGPT. You need to just think about it, and then the answer is in your head. Let me explain practically. You see, you have your phone like this, right? You have to, okay, I want to ask who is the president of the American University. You have to type it. Now, we're saying that the time has come where everything happens in your eye, with your eyes. You just put a chip with you, and then you're able to see what you're looking like this, but you're seeing a screen. I don't know if you picture what I'm saying. You're looking like this, but there's a chip in your brain that's literally operating your phone. It's like virtual reality. You know when you see it, I'm telling you what's happening right now, because 10 years ago, artificial intelligence. So the time is. I'm telling you this not so that it's not a thing to be scared about. It's a thing so that you position yourself. That's what we're here to talk about. How can you be able to say where we are going as a community? Please keep time for me to go. I know where we're going as a community, and I need to be able to stay and position myself so that I am. Being a possibility. You understand? You understand? Your mindset is the core of excellence, is the core of development, is at the core. If your mind is not properly trained, you have lost the battle, in quotes. Now, thank you. So I can have an idea of You have some time. Okay, so I said all of that to say this, right? And when we talk about strategic position for global impact, how can that be practical? Let's make it a little practical. First things first, bring it home as a person, right? Let's not talk as a group, as a person, you yourself as an individual. You must first look within. These are the practical steps, right? Look within yourself. Ask yourself, what was I designed to do? What can I do? What are the skills that I can do? Can I make hair? Can I do makeup? Can I barb hair? Can I sew? Am I good with technology? Am I good with designs? Am I good in real estate? Am I good in marketing? Am I good with selling? Ask yourself, what I'm good in is not what you're good in, right? What I'm good at rather is not what you're good at. So now I'm here doing this. This is my thing. This is not your thing. So just because somebody's coming up to stage, you're seeing somebody holding the microphone, that may not be your own area of expertise. So you must go and look for your own and begin to train yourself. As a young person, you won't have time. That's the reason why this summit is meant for young people, because these are the people that still have time. If you're less than 35, you still have time. So what do you use your time to do? If you don't know what to do, you cannot even know how to now use your time better. So the first point is to create in your mind the fact that I want to succeed. You understand? I want to succeed. That's where it begins from. If you don't put your mind on the fact that I want to succeed, you really cannot make it. The whole idea of leadership is that there is a goal, there is an idea. There's no point of leadership if there's no goal. If you're not going somewhere, you are not a leader. Do you understand what I'm talking about? If you're a leader, it means that you are leading to somewhere. You cannot be blindly leading. Do you understand? Is that practical? You cannot be, for you to say, I'm a leader, you are leading in a sector. Okay. Your idea is that you have a vision. You have somewhere that the organization wants to get to, the department wants to get to. Yourself, you want to get to. Before you start to think about leading organizations, leading multinational companies, leading global enterprises, have you led yourself? Have you led yourself to be able to say, I will wake up irrespective of how hard it is to come here this morning, I'm still going to get up in the morning and get myself out of the bed. That's leadership. In fact, that's the strongest, most important part of leadership. Being able to tell yourself that regardless of how I feel, regardless of how motivated I am able to still make a decision. Take a bold step. Now that's the difference between effective leaders and every other person. Effective leaders know and understand what needs to be done, aside from